ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां नितये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं मामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अपारकरुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। परित्यज्य मौनं वटादस्थितिं च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशम् मधुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गेण यन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्वाति चित्ते नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वतीं श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गारुणेतारं सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। Today is a Dinam. Today is the Jayanti day of our Acharya, Shri Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal. Atmagyam Archaye, Atmagyam Hyarchayet Bhutikamaha. Upanishad says, normally Shastra says, if Bhagavan and Guru comes before you, you first have to do puja for the Guru. Only then Bhagavan takes the precedence. Because it is the Guru who shows us that, hey, this is Bhagavan. Without Guru, we cannot identify Bhagavan. And Upanishad also say, even if you want money, do Archana of Guru. Atmagyam hi archayet bhutikamaha. Even if you want money, because Guru can give you everything, he can also give you money. He can also give the greatest of the greatest wealth, that is jnanam. Because the money which can come, it can also go. But jnanam, once it comes, it can never go. It is only with the grace of Guru we can attain that jnanam. Only with the grace of Guru. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about the importance of Guru. Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. It's going to come later. Hey Arjuna, when you want to get to this knowledge, tadvidhi pranipadena, padena, nipadena, pranipadena, go fall under the feet of the Guru. Pariprashnena sevaya, ask lots of questions to the Guru. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. How should that be Guru now? That Guru should himself be a jnani, he should also be a tattvadarshan. The same concepts Upanishads will tell, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamanat tad vijñātam sa gurumeva abhigachet shrotriyam brahmanishtam. The Guru has to be a shrotriya, did the adhyayana of Veda in a traditional manner, and brahmanishtam, he should be a brahmanishta as well. Only that type of Guru can remove our ignorance. And Acharya, Shankaracharya has established Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam 2500 years ago. And you have got an avichinna Guru Parampara who has never tried to change anything. Whatever their Guru told, he will follow. Whatever their Guru told, he will follow. So the Guru Parampara of our Peetham is like that. They will never try to change anything. And in Shastra, that is very important. Change. Normally we'll say, okay, change is good, but change in Shastra is never good. A Shastra, that is why it is called as Sanatana Dharma. Even Krishna will tell to Arjuna, hey Arjuna, just because I do Upadesha of this does not mean that I am the author of this content. The content is present in Vedas. It has been followed by all the rishis, including Raja rishis, including your forefathers. Yesha dharma sanatanaha, says a shloka. So they follow the sanatana. They don't change anything. They will, whatever Adi Shankaracharya has done, they do that up until now. Right from doing Tatanga Pradishta. In Tiruvanikaval, Tatanga Pradishta has happened. Adi Shankaracharya did the Tatanga Pradishta the same way, even without changing one full stop comma, it happened here. Even when doing puja, they will not allow electrical lights in our matham. So that much orthodoxy our matham follows. The electrical light is Madikorachal for us. They don't allow electrical light. Only with a fire lamp, our acharyas will do puja. When it comes to puja and orthodoxy, they are orthodox to the core. But when it comes to social activities, they are modern to the core. Mahaperiyava went to places where other people would even question. Other people will doubt. Other people will not even think about going to in their dreams. Same with Jayendra Saraswati Acharya, same with Vijayendra Saraswati Acharya. So the care that they takes about the society, we cannot even dream of like that. We normally think about what is going to happen for tomorrow, what is going to happen for next year, probably. But they think what is going to happen 10 generations down the line. What is going to happen 5 generations down the line. So that is their thinking. So on this auspicious Jayanti day, we should first thank the Bhagavan for giving us such a Guru. We should also thank the Guru. We should do namaskarams to the Guru. We should do puja to the Guru. Because only Guru puja will, doing puja to the Guru will be even before doing puja to Bhagavan. That is why even when doing normally puja, first Guru puja, Guru Smaranam has to be done. And then only Bhagavan's Avahanam, Bhagavan's puja, etc. So let us all remember, let us all do namaskara, manasika namaskara at least to Gurunatha, then start the class. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, the Jagat Guru, another Jagat Guru, is talking about the Karma Yoga. So he has first introduced Karma Yoga in this shloka. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturpuhu ma te sangostva karmani. And then we saw Siddhi Yogastakuru Karmani Sangam Tektva Dhananjaya Siddha Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. The meaning for all these shlokas, the 2 shlokas is that, hey, Arjuna, your duty is to perform karma. Your duty is to perform karma. And when you do karma, do not do karma for the sake of phalam, but do karma for the sake of doing karma. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Edunudeya sangam karma phala sangam tyaktva. Because if you do any karma with the phalam of that karma in your mind, it is going to give you punyam and papam. And when it gives you punyam and papam, it is going to give you swargam narakam or punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam, iga samsare, bahutustare, kripaya pare, pahi murare, paragovindam, pajagovindam, govindam, Okay, all these things are nice to say, but it is practically possible. It is practically possible. There is a king. Just imagine, there is a king. If somebody comes and kicks the king in his chest, what will happen? Immediately, the legs will be cut off. Next to that, the head will be cut off. If somebody kicks in the chest of the king, immediately the leg will be cut off. And then the neck itself will be cut off. But what if it is done by a small baby? What if the same kicking action done by a small baby, the king will not cut off the baby's leg. He will probably give a golden tandai to the baby's leg. Why? Because the baby does not know about the results of the action. In Sanskritam, it is called as kartrutvam. The technical word for this is called as kartrutvam. If you have kartrutvam, what is meant by kartrutvam? I am doing this. I am doing this. When you do any action with this notion in mind, hey, I do this action, then the phalam comes to you. If an adult, knowing fully, aware of fully his actions, aware of his actions completely, kicks the king, the leg will be cut off. But the baby does not know that it is even kicking. So the baby will not have the phalam of that action. That is what Krishna says, hey Arjuna, do not have kartrutva buddhi. Because when you have kartrutva buddhi, you will also have bhoktrutva buddhi. If you are an actor, you will be an enjoyer. What is meant by actor and enjoyer? If you own up your actions, if you do actions with kartrutva buddhi, you will also enjoy the phalan of that actions. The phalan of that actions will automatically come to you. But if you don't have kartrutva buddhi, the phalan of the actions will not come to you. So don't do any actions with kartrutva buddhi. That's what Krishna is going to tell later. I have just told that at the beginning. The 48th shloka, Krishna said, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. So he is going to give several definitions of karma yoga. The first definition of karma yoga that Krishna tells is samatvam yoga uchyate, having an equanimous attitude towards the pleasure and the pain which are the results of an action. Having an equanimous attitude towards the success and failure for that action. My duty is to do the action. As I told you in the last class, it is only in your hand to do your work, but not to the phalam. Why? Because phalam of that karma will depend upon many other people. I gave an example for an example of a promotion that you wanted. If you want a promotion in the company, there will also be a competitor for you. Whether you get promotion or not only depends upon your karma phala, it will also be dependent upon the competitor's karma phala. It will also be dependent upon other people's karma phala who work in that company. So the result of any action will depend upon the karma phala of lots of people. On the other hand, you yourself can only do the action. So, samatvam yoga uchyate. This is the first definition that Krishna gives. Hey, what is karma yoga? Equanimous attitude towards the phalam of that action. And we should always remember this series. From karma, one should go to karma yoga. From Karma Yoga, one should go to Jnana Yoga. We all are karmis currently. We all do actions for the sake of phalam. We have to slowly change our attitude to do actions, but without owning up the phalam of that action. That is called as Karma Yoga. So this is the state that we are aspiring towards. What is the phalam of that state? Krishna will tell later as well. Dure nahyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanaman vichya kripanaha phalahetavaha. Krishna says kripanaha phalahetavaha. Phalahetavaha kripanaha. The one who do actions for the sake of phalam, phalahetavaha. The one who do actions for the sake of phalam, they are kripanaha, they are misers. Arpa buddhi udayavargal. They don't think for a long term. They don't have a long-sightedness. They only have short-sightedness. What is short-sightedness? Thinking about today, thinking about tomorrow. Okay, if I do any action today, tomorrow, I will be happy. But what about next Janma? I will have next Janma, and I don't know what Janma I will get in the next Janma. So they don't have a vision. And people who have a vision, people who have long-sightedness, they will not do karma for the sake of phalam. Dure nahyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya. Yes, hey Arjuna. Those actions done having phalam in mind, those actions done with a particular phalam in my mind is so much inferior to those actions done without having phalam in mind. Remember, the action is same. That I do puja is same for a karmi and a karma yogi. That I go work in an office is same for karmi and a karma yogi. Karmi, because he wants a particular palan, does not mean that he is going to do it in a separate way. Karma yogi, because he does not want a particular palan, does not mean, it does not mean that he is going to do the same action in an inferior way. In fact, Krishna is going to define karma yoga later as well. And another definition, yogaha karmasu kaushalam. So the action is same. The quality of that action is also same. The same action, the same effort that you put in, the effort for that action is also same. But if you have the phalam in mind, that action is inferior, far inferior. Durena hyavaram karma. Far inferior to those actions which has been done in nishkama mode. That is what Krishna says. Buddhau sharanaman vichya. That is why you should never be carried away by emotions. We have two faculties in our antakarana. A buddhi, manas and a buddhi. Manas is emotions pradhanam. Buddhi is intellect pramanam. And Shastra will always say buddhi, buddhi, buddhi. That is why the Gayatri mantra says diyaha yaha naha prachodayat. Please sharpen my intellect. Do not yield to emotions, because when we have the emotion faculty comes, when a person is emotions pradhana, he cannot think very clearly. That person cannot think very clearly while doing the action. So that is why Krishna says, Buddhau Sharanam Anvichya. take refuge in jnanam. Take refuge in buddhi, where you will always maintain a distance between the phalam of that action and yourself. Buddhau sharanamanvicha kripanaha phalahetavaha. Hey Arjuna, remember that only a miser, only a short-sightedness, only a short-sighted people will do actions for the sake of phalam. The long-sightedness, the intellect pradhana people will do action not for the sake of phalam. Okay. Now another question will come. Is there any difference in the quality of that action? நமக்கே பாக்குறோம். ஒரு கவர்மெண்ட் ஆபீஸ்ல நீ லஞ்சம் கொடுக்க மாட்டேன்னா உனக்கு வேற ஒரு மாதிரி வேலை பார்ப்பான். இதே அவனுக்கு நான் ஒரு 10,000 ரூபாய் பணம் தரேன் அப்படின்னா the quality of the action will be different, right? So in the same way, the question will come, okay, if I want the phalam, karmi wants the phalam, karma yogi does not want the phalam. Does that mean that there will be a difference in the quality of the action? Because karmi wants the phalam, karmi will do the action very, very nicely. Karma yogi does not want the phalam. Karma yogi chuma yeno dano action panduvana. Krishna is answering that question here. Buddhi yuktau jahati hai ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yunjasva yogaha karmasu kaushalam. First we will see the answer for that question and then we will see the remaining of the shloka. Krishna, the second definition for karma yoga that Krishna gives is yogaha karmasu kaushalam. Normally, this is what we will think. Because the karmi, he wants the particular phalam, he will be motivated to do the action very, very nicely. He will be motivated to do the action very, very efficiently. And people will think, karma yogi, because he does not want the phalam of the action, he will do the action, he will do the karma for the sake of doing karma. கொஞ்சம் அப்படி இப்படி omissions and commissions இருக்கும்னு நம்ம நினைச்சுட்டு இருப்போம். But Krishna defines karma yoga as yogaha karmasu kaushalam. Hey, karma yoga is doing the act, giving your 100% in action. Giving your 100% in a karma. That is called as karma yoga. It is confusing, right? You have to give 100%, but you don't expect the phalam. You know, it looks very confusing. So Acharya will say, the other people will do the action, will derive pleasure from the phalam of that action. The other people will derive pleasure from the phalam of that action. And the end will dictate the means. Because they are so much attached to the end of that action. What is the end of that action? The phalam of that action. The end will dictate the means. I want this phalam. So whatever it takes to get to that phalam, I will modify my karma. I will bribe. I will modify the karma. I will cut corners. Who will cut corners? The karmi. Remember, karmi and karma yogi are different. Karmi will do actions for the sake of phalam. Karma yogi will do actions without having attachment towards the phalam. Karmi, because his importance, because he gave importance to the phalam of that action, he does not worry about the means by which he attained that phalam. Because he does not worry about the means by which he attains that particular phalam, he will cut corners. Sometimes he will take to unethical ways to attain that phalam, because he is attached to the phalam of that action. But what about karma yogi? Karma yogi derives pleasure not from the phalam of that action. Karma yogi derives pleasure from doing that action itself. He does not worry about the phalam. I have to study to pass an exam. Karma yogi will derive pleasure from studying. Karmi, because he wants to pass the exam, sometimes he will study, sometimes he will copy, sometimes he will chase the paper and get the marks. But Karma Yogi will not be like that. Karma Yogi is studying not for passing the exam. Karma Yogi is studying for the sake of studying. So his action will definitely be far more superior than a karmi. The Karma Yogi's action will be far more superior, will be far more efficient than a karmi's action. Karma Yogi's action will be far more efficient, will be far more superior in quality than karmi's action. Why? Because the Karma Yogi does karma for the sake of karma itself. He derives pleasure not from the phalam of that action. He derives pleasure from doing that action itself. Karmi is not like that. Karmi does not care about action. Karmi only cares about the phalam of that action. In order to achieve that phalan, he will do whatever it takes. So the quality of karma will always be inferior for a karmi than a karma yogi. That is why Krishna gives the next definition of karma yoga. Yogaha karmasu kaushalam. A well done karma is karma yoga. Kushalamna நன்னா இருக்கிறதுன்னு அர்த்தம். ஒருத்தன் ஒரு கர்மாவை ரொம்ப நன்னா பண்ணான்னா அவன் கர்மயோகியாகத்தான் இருக்க முடியும். ஏன்னா அவன் அந்த கர்மாவுக்காக பண்றான், கர்ம பலத்துக்காக பண்ணல. நான் கர்ம பலத்துக்காக ஒரு விஷயத்தை பண்றேன்னா என்னுடைய வேவில் வேரி, என்னுடைய attitude towards that action will vary. Right? So with this, we will finish today's session. Now we have seen the Shloka number 50. We have seen only 2 words in Shloka number 50. We will see the remaining Shloka number 50 in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.